Hey guys, this is Miss Franco. We're going to take some notes. So I want you to have some paper out and some different colors. Maybe a ruler if you want for later on. I would have multiple sheets. Today we're going to take some notes. Okay? I want to talk about living things. And this is what really 7th grade science is all about. Okay, this is our biology year. And so I want to talk about what all living things have in common. All living things need to grow and heal. All living things need and use energy. All living things reproduce, or they multiply. All living things respond to the environment. All living things excrete waste. All living things need water and gases from their environment. All living things are made of carbon, like on the periodic table, and a lot of other things too, a lot of other different elements. And lastly, all living things are made of cells. And this is the part I want to focus on right now. Okay, cells. If you need to pause to write this down, please do. I'm going to continue. Let's focus on cells. There's two types, prokaryotes and eukaryotes, or prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. This part sounds like you and me. And that's good because we're made out of these types of cells. You are made out of eukaryotic cells. Okay, this sounds like you. Prokaryotic cells are simple, small. An example of this would be like bacteria. I want to focus on eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are complex. Eukaryotic cells have a nucleus that stores DNA. And eukaryotic cells also have other organelles, because the nucleus is an organelle. They have organelles, and some examples would be vacuole, mitochondria, and among others. Two types of eukaryotic cells I want to focus on: plant and animal cells. Okay, this is what we're going to focus on. If you need to pause to get all these notes, please do. So let's make a chart. First let's make this a little booklet. Get a paper and fold it. We're going to be folding hamburger. Okay, and we're going to make 8 rows. Okay. And this might be when you want to use your ruler. Structure and function. So this is going to be about organelles. Okay. So we're going to list organelles and then we're going to draw and label on the inside. First, let's talk about cell membrane. A structure is a part. So cell membrane would be a part of a cell. Function is what job does it do? Okay, a cell membrane is the outer layer of the cell. And it controls what comes in and out of the cell. It controls what goes in and out of the cell. We can find cell membrane in plant and animal cells. Next, let's do cytoplasm. This is gel-like. It's almost like a jelly. It helps to give the cell its shape, keeps it plump, and it helps to keep the organelles in the places that they're supposed to be. It holds organelles in place. It holds organelles in place. And cytoplasm is in plant and animal cells. Let's do mitochondria. This is found in plant and animal cells also. The mitochondria releases energy for the cell to use and for the organism to use. You have energy because all of your cells release energy for your whole body to use. Let's do nucleus. It's found in both plant and animal cells, and it controls all activities of the cell. It controls everything. It's like the brain. Next, we have vacuole. It's found in both plant and animal cells. And this stores water. It also stores other things like minerals and waste products until they leave the cell. Let's do cell wall. This is only in plant cells. A cell wall is rigid, means it's stiff, outer layer, and it helps to protect. It protects the plant cells. Plants can't get up and walk away and get out of danger. People can. So people or animals, we don't have cell walls. If we did, we would be real stiff like trees. But plants do. And then lastly, chloroplast. That organelle is only found in plants. And inside the chloroplast, we have chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. It absorbs sunlight. It absorbs the sunlight for photosynthesis. And chlorophyll is green, which is why plants are green. And you know, we don't have chloroplast because we're not green. Okay, on the inside, we're going to draw and label. On this left side, we're going to draw a plant cell. So I want it to be kind of angular, has some angles on it, because plant cells are angular. They have angles. And then over here, we'll do an animal cell. Okay, this would be like humans, birds, etc. So this would be more circular. So the first part I want to draw is the membrane. The membrane is the outermost layer of an animal cell. But for a plant cell, it's inside the wall, right up against it. This outer part on the plant cell, this is the cell wall. Next, let's do the nucleus. The nucleus is usually a round structure that holds the DNA. Okay. Next, let's do mitochondria. In an animal cell, there's usually quite a few. Let's make an oval with a squiggly wiggly on the inside. But in a plant cell, there's only a couple. Plants don't need as much energy as people and animals do. So plants, I'm going to color code it. Plants only have a few, very few mitochondria, but animal cells have a lot because we need a lot of energy. Let's do the vacuole next. In an animal cell, we have many small vacuoles. We can go get up and drink water whenever we want. But a plant, not so much. Their vacuole, they usually have one and it's very large. Okay. And I'm going to color code these blue to try and help me remember that it holds water. Okay, let's do the chloroplast. Only the plant has chloroplast. And chloroplasts, they kind of look like these ovals with little coins in them. And they have a bunch. Okay. And I'm going to color these green to help me remember that they are green. And they're green because it has chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is green, and chlorophyll is what absorbs the sunshine for photosynthesis. And we have one more left. We have what the cell is filled up with all the rest of, and that is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is going to fill in all this empty space, all the rest of the empty space. It's a gel that holds everything in place. So all of this extra space here, all of this is that gel. It's like jelly or hair gel. You see those big bottles of hair gel? That's what cytoplasm is. And it holds everything in place. So that way, when we walk around and we accidentally fall and things like that, all of these organelles that are inside the cell stay safe and they don't move around and get hurt. Okay, so there's a lot over here. In the plant cell, it needs to stay inside the membrane. Okay, that cytoplasm is inside the membrane. So you have your 7 main parts of your plant and animal cells. Keep this somewhere. You're going to use it for this week.